Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub. Today we are going to be learning how to take the body measurement for female. After we're done with the female, we'll do the male. So today we're going to learn how to take the body measurement. And basically when sewing for a lady, there are some measurements you need to take. You see, one is the shoulder measurement. You have the bust measurement. You have the under bust, some call it fitting. You have the half cut, the half length measurement. You have the waist measurement. You have the hip measurement. You have the sleeve length and the sleeve round. It can be three-quarter, it can be short, it can be long sleeve. We have the skirt length. It can be short, that is half length. It can be long. And then gown length, that's the length of the gown, just like this one here. So I'm going to show you how to take those measurements. So we'll be using this mannequin as our supposed customer that we're measuring for. So for the shoulder measurement, you take it from the beginning of the shoulder to the other end of the shoulder, where the shoulder begins to, before where it begins to curve down. You measure keep your tape, and the same point at this side, you take a measurement. For this lady, she's body measurement is her shoulder measurement is 15. After that, you take the bust measurement. You take the bust measurement, tape passing directly under bust across the breast point. You see, it's how you take the bust measurement, and your tape should not be loose. It should be fitted tight. Take the bust measurement. Then the under bust, as we call it the fitting. You take it directly under the breast, the bust, directly under. That's where you have your under bust measurement, or the fitting, as you may call it. You can measure the tummy at the navel. So you get the tummy measurement. Then the waist below the navel. You find the waist measurement. See, this is how you take it. Find the waist measurement. And then after that, you have the half cut. This is what we call the half cut, from the shoulder to directly under the bust. That's what your half cut measurement is. And then you take your hip measurement. The tape cutting across the bum, the buttocks. It should not be below the hip or above. It should cut across the buttocks. Yeah, so sorry, slippery. Cut across the buttocks. Yeah, so this is how you take the hip measurement. For her hip is 40. After that, you take the sleeve length. Like I told you, can be long sleeve, short sleeve, three-quarter. So this is the sleeve length. For example, this is, let's suppose this is a sleeve. It's your customer sleeve. You take the sleeve length. Now you take it, when you're measuring your shoulder, where you started taking your shoulder measurement, when you come to sleeve, you start also from where you started. This time around, coming downwards. For the shoulder, you started here and you moved sideways. For the sleeve length, you start here and you still come downwards. If you started taking your shoulder measurement from here, and then when it comes to sleeve, you now come and place your tape here down, you might get a wrong measurement. Or you come and keep your tape upwards, you might get a wrong measurement. So exactly where you started taking your shoulder measurements, when you come to the sleeve, you start at that same point, turn it and take your sleeve length. Then your sleeve length can be whatever you want, 9, 16, 20, 22, as the case may be. So you take the sleeve length, where the length you want to stop, you now take the sleeve round at that very point. The sleeve round should give the customer at least an allowance of an inch or half. Depends on how free the customer wants the dress to be, or it shouldn't be too tight to the body. Also customer's choice. So then you take the gown length. Can be knee length, can be long gown. You see, this is her knee. So this is the gown length, a short gown length. Then you have 3/4, and then you have the full length. For skirts, you place your now. Some persons put their skirts on the tummy, on the navel. Some put at the waist. So it's very important to ask your customer, please, ma, where do you keep your skirt? Because if a customer keeps her skirt at the tummy, at the navel, and then you start measuring her skirt from the waist, when you're done, the skirt might be too short by the time she puts it on the navel. At the same time, if a customer uses her skirt at the waist level, and then you start measuring from the navel, by the time she wears it and keeps at the waist level, it will be too long for her. So you need to ask the customer, where do you keep your skirt? At the navel, you start measuring your skirt length from the navel. So at the waist, you start measuring from the waist. The navel is higher than the waist. So wherever the point might be, you take the length of your skirt. It can be knee length. This is knee length, 21 here or 22. It can be long length. So basically, these are the measurements we're going to be using. Also, for some dresses, you need to get the back figure. It's called the back figure. You measure from the shoulder at the back to before the waist to get where the shape of the customer began to push out. You know, some customers have very curly shape at the back. It's very important you measure like that so that you get where the shape begins to cover, so that to give the dress, so as to give the dress, you know, fitting at the back. I don't think I've forgotten anything. Bust separation. Well, you might measure the distance from one bust point to the other one. That's what is called bust separation. For this person, her bust separation is maximum of 6.5. If we use 8 to be too wide, that will come inside. This is not good. It's good that that should be directly under, you know, from coming from the tip, you know, of the bust, like that. So you can check the bust separation. That's when you're making dresses like that have princess cut or princess cut. Yeah. So you use that, you do that. And then I forgot to take the blouse length. The blouse length, the length should be customer specification. Below the navel, some at the hip, some you can have a crop top. The lengths are almost up. You know, it's not, it doesn't reach the navel. It's around the navel point. That's a crop top measurement. So I believe with the illustrations I've made, you are able to know how to take body measurement so as to take it correctly. I remember I told you in my other video that good garment making is equal to good measurement. If your measurement is not good, you cannot get a good garment. Thank you so much. As usual, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Believe me, you're going to have an amazing time. You're going to sit in the comfort of your home and learn how to sew. Very, very easy. Please don't forget, click the subscribe button and tell your friends about the channel. You know, let them join us. The class has just started. Thank you so much, and welcome to Nat Fashion Hub, the solution to fashion. Thank you so much. See you in my next video.